Storm Tracker 9 weather with meteorologist Holden LaCroix.
Welcome back. Again, the wet and windy saga continues for another 24 hours, but believe it or not, we are expecting some drier, calmer conditions by the second half of the week. Not the case right now across Roseburg. In fact, you can see the heavier rain kind of looking toward the north, toward the Winchester area of Roseburg. Again, that's starting to move in with another round of showers out toward the Oregon coast. Similar story, but notice kind of the back edge of the cold front is trying to make its way inland. So as a result, we're still seeing those gusty winds and the potential of some very high surf over the next 24 hours. So here's the storm system, a very impressive one. And if you're not a fan of the wet and windy weather, this is going to move through and eventually bring some calmer conditions by the second half of the week. But we got to get through this first, and that does include rainy weather all the way through the night tomorrow morning, and eventually the winds will still continue tomorrow afternoon, but we'll start to see sun breaks by Wednesday. So here's a look at the rainfall right now, heaviest up toward the Portland area, but again, you can see just feeding in right along the Oregon coast, but you can see the very back edge of the cold front. That's going to push through and eventually bring us some calmer weather by the second half of the week. So it does come to an end, but in the meantime, we're going to have to deal with this wet and windy weather at least for the next 24 hours. By the second half of the week, though, dramatically different conditions, and we are expecting some of the driest and warmest conditions that we have seen since October by the second half of the week. We got to get through this first, and you can see the rain continues through the evening hours. I will say about 7 o'clock tonight, that's when we're kind of expecting the heaviest rainfall across the region. Snow levels right above the foothills. Again, we're expecting around 3,500 to as high as 4,500 feet overnight tonight and through tomorrow. But notice the scattered shower activity will continue all the way through the evening, early tomorrow morning, but the widespread rain will come to an end, and eventually we are expecting clear skies. You can see as high pressure starts to build by Thursday. So along with the drier weather, we are talking about warmer conditions. 70 degrees. That'll be the first time we've seen that again since the month of October. But notice the downward tick in temperatures. So the warm weather does not last for long, and we are expecting cool weather to eventually start making its way back in by the second half of the month. At least tomorrow, though, another cold, wet day, 50 degrees here across Eugene. Again, drier weather on the horizon thanks to this building high pressure. It kind of rids the atmosphere of moisture, brings us these warmer temperatures. And notice the placement. It's up into parts of BC. So that's when we really see some warmer weather across the Northwest. And we are expecting that as early as next week. Notice 70 degrees for the Oregon coast on Friday. Another day of wet and breezy conditions. But notice the downward tick in temperatures. It does trend back to reality by next Sunday and Monday. Areas of Roseburg, rainy and breezy conditions again expected for tomorrow. But notice the sunny skies. 73 and sunny by next Saturday. For the Cascades, again, heavy snow expected for tomorrow, about 6 to 8 inches of snow expected, but by the second half of the week, temperatures back up into the mid 50s up at pass level. And across the Willamette Valley, around 50 degrees Tuesday afternoon. You can kind of see the back edge of this pattern, sunny and 70 degrees by Saturday.
All right, Holden, looks good out there. Thank you very much.
Yes, ma'am.